Hey, how's it going, everyone? And welcome back to the show. I'm doing this outside right now because, well, I'm in college and I have one class. I don't really have much to do, but yeah, I guess I'm gonna be filming outside. I'm sorry for any noise with the cars and shit, but today we're going to be talking about the death penalty. Now, I'm guessing a lot of arguments against it, but definitely one of the most prevalent ones would be the fact that the death penalty doesn't actually necessarily work in reducing the amount of crimes for something, because, well, if you think about it, whether you lock someone up like for life or you kill them, they are not going to be a potential danger to others in the future. If you lock someone up for life, they will be in jail, and if you kill them, well, they won't be here anymore. So, like, giving the death penalty to murderers does not reduce the potential danger they'll be to others, and the only other the only alternative there would be for making that work would be if you think, oh well, getting the death penalty, that's just a more serious offense, I guess. And like, if you have the death penalty attached to a certain crime, people are going to be less likely to commit that certain crime because people are just more scared of being fucking killed than of going to prison. But if you think about it, if you like, the threat of going to prison for life, if that doesn't stop you from doing something, it's like you do not care about the consequences at that point. Like, if somebody would be down to commit a crime that would put them in jail for life, like, they don't care whether it's the death penalty or whether it's that. And apparently, I don't tend to look at statistics, but I've heard from a lot of people, apparently, no, the death penalty does not reduce crime. Like, people will still commit that crime because, yeah, if you go ahead and commit a crime that it put you in jail for life, your mindset is either, well, I'm not going to get caught, or I don't care if I get caught. Because, like, if you're going to be down to potentially get put in life, it's like that is about as bad as you get. But it is a fair point. Whether you lock someone in jail for life or whether you kill them, they aren't more or less of a harm to society on from this. So that, obviously, that is true, but that's entirely missing the point. The point is, the death penalty isn't there to prevent these people from being a potential danger to anyone else. The death penalty exists specifically because revenge is a human right, period. Okay, if somebody, if you're, say, a mother of some children, or if you have a parent and you learn that your parent has been killed, you should have the human right to know that while you will never be seeing your loved one again, you will never be seeing them because they are dead, you should have the right to know that at least the person who killed them isn't still alive, because that is immoral. Talking about the death penalty as inhumane, well, I think that's inhumane. I think anybody will agree that telling somebody, yeah, well, your parents, your kids, they got killed, but the person who killed them, no, they get to live. No, absolutely not. And that is the whole some fucking bitches yelling over there. She's yelling to herself. That's fucking epic. Anyway, that's the whole point of the death penalty. It's because, sometimes rights have to be weighed up on a scale. And again, if someone gets the death penalty, it's not necessarily because they might not deserve to die. That is fair. You can say in certain circumstances that this person didn't deserve to die. But again, the law doesn't work super morally. Like, sometimes you have to make compromises between just the lesser of two evils. And it's undeniable that somebody killed someone else. They are the guilty party. And in the law, the guilty party's human rights should always be the innocent party's human rights should always be put before the guilty party. So if somebody committed the murder or something, like, say, for example, here's a very great example of where this would be a very clear conflict. Imagine if you're drunk driving and you fucking hit someone and you fucking kill them, and they will say on the sidewalk. Well, you probably didn't expect to do that. You weren't trying to do that. but if the loved ones of that person you killed demand the death penalty, yeah, you should absolutely get it because you are responsible for their murder. Maybe you don't deserve to go to jail. I mean, maybe you don't deserve to be killed. Of course you don't. But these people who are your victims, they deserve even less to have to know that while they will never get to see their loved one again, and it's because of you, you will get to stay alive. Like, that is an extreme human rights violation, and that just shows, yeah, revenge should be seen more of a as a human right sometimes, and that's the whole point behind the death penalty. So this thing of, oh well, they like it doesn't really it doesn't really help in reducing crime. I mean, of course, yeah, whether you get a life sentence or whether you get a death penalty, when those are the two options, and people are fine with one, like they will take the risk. It's pretty clear that at that point, it doesn't matter what the consequences might be, and it's sure that doesn't necessarily help reduce crime. Sure, like if these people are up for life, it's like they're not gonna harm anyone in the future. But that's completely missing the point. The death penalty should be there because those who are just victims, those who lost loved ones, should have the human right to know that while their loved ones aren't gonna be here anymore, the person who killed their loved ones isn't gonna just get to stay here. And I'm sorry, but if you're worried about the human rights of the fucking murderer, well, firstly, again, the innocent party's human rights should always be considered first in justice because, well, they're the fucking innocent party. They didn't fucking have anything to do in this. They didn't ask for that shit to happen. But yeah, most importantly, dude, I forgot what the fuck I was about to say. But yeah, secondly, like if you kill somebody, you deserve to be killed. I'm sorry, you do, and most people will agree with me. And there's also cases where oh well, we found that this person wasn't really guilty. Well, I'm sure that happens with any crime, and you can make this argument with any crime. Like, if you throw somebody in fucking jail, there are cases where, like, I don't know, somebody committed murder, like, rape, some shit like that, and they get thrown in jail, and, like, 10 to 20 years later, oh, turns out they didn't do it, they're finally released. Like, do you think that was fair? Fucking obviously not. Like, at that point, you might as well fucking kill them. You ruined their life. And these things happen. Just like school shootings, like, they do happen, but it's not really a valid argument against the Second Amendment. It's just virtue signaling. Because, like, how many kids have died so far this year? It's March. How many kids, well, back in March, this study was from March, like, up to the month of March, just this year, more kids have died in gun violence than people have died in school shootings, than kids have died in school shootings since the last 5 fucking decades. So, in the same way here, yeah, there can be misjudgings in court, and I don't think the death penalty should ever apply unless you could, like, prove it with pretty much 100%